from is Marvel, of course. Immortal Hulk issue 49 came out this week, along with Guardians of the Galaxy Annual 1, Sinister War issue 2, Star Wars Bounty Hunters 15, Silk 5, 2 books that Joe is reading, Deadpool Black, White, and Blood issue 1, which we've been talking about those anthologies that Marvel has done. You have the Wolverine one, the Carnage one. Those were kick-ass. The Deadpool one, of course. And, of course, Tom Taylor's involved in this one, too. So must read if Taylor's involved. Extreme Carnage, Lasher 1, which we're not doing that event. Joe's covered the Carnage stuff already. And I think Wes asked about us doing Carnage stuff ahead of the movie. It's like, well, maybe I'll find another Carnage thing at some point because I did read Carnage versus Deadpool. But in general, like, we did the big Carnage thing already.
Yeah, Absolute Carnage and Venom back to back.
Yeah. Exactly. So Joe was just, if you guys want to be ahead of shit, just stick with us because we're always one or the other. We're always ahead of the game.
All those Eisner Awards, baby.
That's for damn sure. And then we got Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters Forlom verse in Zuckus issue 1. I think so. It's a one-off. You're not reading this one though.
No. Okay. No, and I might even start paring back the ones I am reading.
Oh, I don't blame you. You were taking on.
Not for any dislike. It's just it's
too much. Yeah, you're
fucking much.
You are usually not the one of the two of us that is like a little bit behind or like drowning in all the books. And don't get me wrong, I'm always, but like I actually kind of like that feeling. It's weird, like being like having too much to read and too much to catch up on. But you're always fucking ahead of the game. I don't know how you do it. But you're not, because and I think the Star Wars thing is a big part of that.
Yeah, it's too much. So I think I'll pick like 3 titles or 2 titles and just stick with it, you know. Spirits
of Vengeance, Spirit Rider. I am very excited to give this one a chance. I have no expectations going into this other than it's Ghost Rider stuff, so I want to read this. But the other big one too is X-Men issue 2, and the reason I say this is big is because Joe, you have something to report.
I'm back, baby.
Yes, sir. And why?
The first thing I fucking did, Nicholas, when I bought this book is I flipped through it and there is not a single fucking data page.
I could not believe it. I could not believe. Well, there's technically the first page is a data page, but then
that doesn't count because it's just like, you know, it's the credits and shit like that. You know what I mean? And then the very last page, you know, but I mean, like throughout the body of the book, there's no like interruption in the story to go into fucking massive detail about some fucking piece of lore. No, it was a phenomenal issue. I loved it. It was what we want from X-Men. It was classic X-Men. There's a mission. They got to figure it out, and they save the fucking day.
Some good shit. In the end, they start things off with a little rogue Remy frustrations because somebody is playing cards in the X-Men base in the middle of New York.
Yeah, so, which was great. You know, Remy gets, you know, busted for playing cards.
With Thing, with Rhino, and with Black Cat, which that is something we need to think about someday, because I know you have something planned for a little something planned for Instagram for our TLDR anniversary. But that is another thing, who you would want to play a card game with from Marvel, DC, you know, all across comics, whatever.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And the other thing I liked about I gush all over this issue is that like it wasn't like this wide like part of this, you know, massive arc. It was a singular story, you know, where there's a gambling planet and they take bets on if this person can go wipe out Earth or not. And it was awesome. It was just like, this is what I want from X-Men. I want, like, yes, you can have like this, just like with a, you know, a sitcom or any show you where like during the course of the season, there's an overarching, you know, story.
Yeah.
But each individual episode's its own thing. Like, give me that with X-Men, and they did that, and they didn't bog me down with fucking information. So huge win for X-Men too.
An actual story. Like that's what we want in the course. That's all we ever ask for. It's just a friggin' story, not just data all the friggin' time.